Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. The South Korean government has unveiled a tax reform plan targeting property owners. One of the major reforms raises the basic tax deduction for owner-occupied single homes to 1.4 billion won, while lowering it to 900 million won if the owner does not reside in the property. The government will also overhaul the comprehensive real estate tax system, shifting from a home count model to one based strictly on property value, with differentiated tax rates for multiple homeowners to be phased out by 2028. Under the new plan, the basic capital gains deduction will increase tenfold, from 2.5 million to 25 million won, for single home owners who have lived in their property for over 10 years, aiming to reduce the tax burden on long-term residents. To encourage owners to bring properties to market, the government will temporarily ease capital gains tax surcharges for multiple property owners during a targeted window through 2027 and 2028. The Defense Counterintelligence Command has officially been dissolved, with its three core functions now divided among separate organizations. The newly established Defense Counterintelligence Agency will take charge of counterintelligence, while the Defense Security Support Group will handle military security. Security investigations will be carried out by a new unit under the Defense Ministry's Security Investigation Group. The overhaul has been a key government priority, driven by fierce public backlash over the agency's involvement in former President Yoon Suk-yeol's December 2024 martial law decree. Those reform efforts culminated Monday in Gov't, where Defense Minister Gov't hosted the official launch ceremony for the new Defense Counterintelligence Agency. The Defense Ministry expressed confidence that the launch marks a major turning point, ending the era of an agency once abused as a political power tool and replacing it with an organization built on public trust. Credit card spending of foreign visitors in Korea surged nearly 54% year-on-year in the first half of 2026, driven by a sharp rebound in Chinese tourists and more people traveling to regions outside the capital. According to BC Card data, the total number of card transactions also grew over 40% during the same period. Medical-related spending jumped by nearly 98%, with skincare treatments and pharmacy purchases leading the surge over plastic surgery. Spending also diversified beyond central Seoul, with major regional tourist destinations such as Busan and Jeju seeing transaction volumes jump around 60%. U.S. President Donald Trump says negotiations with Iran will resume on Monday afternoon, a day after he called off strikes on Iran's energy targets. Speaking aboard Air Force One on Sunday, Trump said the two sides would engage in the form of a negotiation. In a Truth Social post on Saturday, he said progress in negotiations had prompted him to hold back the strike. Trump said Iran, as well as Middle East allies, had asked him to hold off on any attack after the parameters of a deal had been agreed. According to Trump, the proposed deal would require the immediate reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and an end to Iran's nuclear threat. Yet Iran denied Trump's claim that Tehran had asked Washington to refrain from launching new strikes. South Korea is sweltering under another day of extreme heat on Monday. Automatic weather stations recorded 41.2 degrees Celsius in Goryeo, Gyeongsang-buk-do Province, and 41.1 degrees in Daegu. Seoul also climbed to around 37 degrees. Temperatures also reached around 39 degrees in Gwangju and other southern regions, while Daejeon and Cheongju climbed to around 37 degrees. Health authorities report 1,889 heat-related illnesses and 14 deaths nationwide so far this year. With the crisis worsening, the government has activated Level 2 emergency operations, strongly advising the public to limit outdoor activity, stay hydrated, and rest in shaded or air-conditioned spaces. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.